Try this next time you want to manifest something quicker. Let's just look at relationships right now. So a lot of people say, I'll just give an example. It's something I see all the time. And I hear this all the time with my clients when I'm shifting energy and doing intuitive readings. A lot of times they think there's a curse or there's something wrong with them, but typically it's a frequency that's blocked in the field, meaning there's an energy that's not getting out. So let's take one that's pretty common. Hello, Charlie. You might say, people say, I want a man who can provide for me. That's a pretty big statement. So instead of saying something like that, you can do this with anything. Say, I desire to have a partner, a man who can provide for me. Is it mentally, emotionally, financially? What is it that you desire? So first you got to ask what you desire. You also have to break that down, because what do you desire a man to provide for you emotionally? What does that look like? Financially, what does that look like? Okay, and men, you can do this the other way with women too. Then you have to flip the script. You have to flip it back. So thank you, and you have to give thanks to the universe. I'm always like, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God, whatever you're creating. Then what you want to do is flip it and say, and I desire a man where I am able to give them what they require emotionally, mentally. So maybe you're saying, I desire someone that will allow you to, be able to be kind to them, take care of them, provide a safe space for them to sort of come home and be, just let go and just be who they are. You got to, and then you say, thank you, thank you, thank you, God. You got to put the two desires together, especially if it's in career or if it's in relationship. So a lot of times people forget that and when you say, I want a man that can provide for me. Well, one, you need to narrow it down a little bit more, just a little bit. You still want to leave it open. But also when you say I want, you're coming from lack, and you guys have heard that. So a lot of people understand the coming from lack, but they don't understand to hook the energies up for what you're putting out there and what you can give. So even when you say, I desire this, what are you also giving back to that person, place, or thing? And if you can understand what you're giving back to them, are you giving them unconditional love? A lot of people's versions of love and unconditional love are not on sync, right? People say, well, I love you, but they'll just whap you upside the head. That's not love. So, right, you desire. What do you desire from somebody? What do you desire from your workplace? And what do you desire to be able to give back? What is it that you are wishing to give back to be fulfilled? To bring the energies together to create quicker the potentials that you're asking for. And then as always, I always say, you say, and even better, 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 because the universe knows better than you. And the universe has the perfect timing, not you. Remember that. So comment below, what are you desiring? And this is a nice exercise you can do while you're driving. You can do before you go to bed. You can do in the shower. You can do anywhere, but you'll also, what it'll do is stimulate inside of you. Truthfully, you say you desire it, but are you able to give it? Are you at that capacity? Sometimes when somebody said, I desire a woman who can love me as much as I can love them. And then they wondered why they were single all the time, because they had no love to give. They weren't able to show up. They wanted to be catered to. They wanted to have abusive words, but they couldn't give anything back to the person they were with. So they couldn't understand why they were always single or the relationships weren't working, because the statement is, I want a partner who could love me as much as I could love them. They couldn't love themselves. So when you can't love yourself, your tank of love returning is pretty much zero. So those relationships, that's why they end. Careful what's coming out of here. Watch your words. Start in here. All right. I love you guys. Comment below. Click the link above for more.